So I wanted to do a tarot reading for Nicki Minaj because a lot of people were doing tarot readings on whether she was, like, what was going to happen with that lawsuit and the thing going on with her husband. But they were also, 2 or 3 of the tarot card readers were pulling up a pregnancy. Like, she might be trying to get pregnant again or want to have a second baby, which made me very curious. So I found that interesting, and I wanted to do my own tarot card reading just to see what I came up with. One of the guys who was doing it also pulled up that he thought that Kenneth Petty was cheating on her. But for me, I'm like, we would have known unless, like, he got big, or she's spending big money to, like, not let nobody know. But anywho, that's what he said. He said allegedly. This is only for entertainment purposes. So, and again, sorry if you hear, like, the noise in the background, I guess. I'm in the car at the moment, waiting on my son to come out with one of his martial arts classes. So, is Nicki Minaj trying to get pregnant again, or wants to have a second baby? Is that possible that she wants to get pregnant again? Will she pop up with another baby? Like, is this something we might see pop up? Nicki Minaj working on a pregnancy. So, the people who I watched were saying, yeah, I'm pulling a 2 of Wands in reverse. Like, she wants to go somewhere, but she ain't get there yet. Then I've got the 2 of Pentacles in reverse, balancing money. We've got the 5 of Swords in reverse. And then paired with the 2 of Wands, we've got the King of Pentacles upright. Paired with the 2 of Pentacles in reverse, we've got the Sword of 10. The 10 of Swords in reverse. I said that backwards. Then we've got the 4 of Pentacles in reverse. And I want to make sure I did the 5 of Swords in reverse. That's linked with the 4 of Pentacles. And the back of the deck is giving me an 8 of Wands. So with that 2 of Wands in reverse, it's giving me a delay, like a delay in something. You're going somewhere, but it's delayed, which is not necessarily a bad thing. Or, like, I guess that means maybe she does want to get pregnant, but she can't right now. Something unexpected, or maybe you can't rely on someone, which makes sense, because with Kenneth Petty, I feel like at the moment she can't rely on him because of these lawsuits. So I feel like maybe she does want to have a second baby, but she can't right now because she knows this situation. Maybe he's, like, not as dependable as, you know, as she would like for him to be, for them to have a second baby. Like, if he goes to jail or something like that, then, you know, where did that leave her? I mean, she's got money and stuff, but I'm sure she still wants the father of her child around, because she doesn't care about the charges he has. So I'm sure she wants him there. And, like, with the deck giving me the 8 of Wands, like, the energy behind the cards is busy. Like, maybe she's in a busy period of her life. You know, she's trying to get her desires, what she wants, you know? I feel like that's the energy behind it, is she's busy right now. So that also might be a reason why having a baby wouldn't be the best thing. But, you know, she still wants to. Like, it means, like, you know, even though you may be a bit overwhelmed, you're still excited and inspired. You still feel confident that it'll turn out well. So maybe she is overworked, you know, she's working, but she's like, I can do this. I'm already doing this now, you know. But the beginning of the deck with the 2 of Wands is giving me maybe she can't depend on Kenneth right now. Like, maybe that's what's really stopping her. Like, she knows she's doing a lot, but she's good. Like I said, a lot of people might be like, oh, another baby, but she's probably like, and your point is, same thing with Cardi B. I feel like that's what Cardi B said. She's like, I'm doing it right now. There's plenty of women that have multiple kids and work jobs. Like, it's a thing. So I think they're feeling pretty confident in both. Yeah. I mean, this is alleged for Nicki Minaj, but with Cardi B, obviously, because she's so far along in her pregnancy, it's not even funny. Then next to it, the Two of Pentacles in reverse, which means that she probably has her hands full. She might be overwhelmed at the moment. She's having trouble balancing work and leisure time. Like, that makes sense. Probably because of what's going on also in her relationship. Like, with her and Kenneth, that's a lot. Somebody suing you, and then the whole, R charge that he's got, like, that's a lot, And it could be some financial trouble with him, which would make him become unreliable. Like, that makes sense, because when you pair the Two of Wands with the Two of Pentacles, it's also giving me two vibes, like maybe them two, like he's unreliable with money, like maybe he's irresponsible with the money, and it's causing her to feel like I have to work harder than necessary. Like, it's giving me a lot of Kenneth Petty's in the way vibes. No offense to the Nicki Minaj fans that like Kenneth Petty, but that's what it's giving me. He's kind of in the way of your fave. She's cool, I'm cool with her, but I like all the ladies. I can't just say I like one. Then we've got the Five of Swords in reverse at the end, which it's pretty much the same thing it means in the upright position, but there's a feel of regret. Like, upright, it means that, like, you had a dispute or a battle. You may have won, but it still wasn't the win you wanted. Like, the people that are walking away in the card, like, you won, but you're losing something too. And in reverse, it's like remorse, regret, or unhappiness. Like, maybe she's regretting this. Like, maybe she's like, I would want to have a second baby, but I had my first baby with this guy, and now he's unreliable. Like, this is what I want, and right now I can't even have that. Like, and he might be making her have to work harder to the point where she also can't have that. See, that's messed up, man. That is pretty messed up if that's what's going on. But yeah, all allegedly, but that's the vibe that it's giving me. It's like, he's kind of messing things up for her. He's got her doing more than she needs to be doing, Then under that Two of Wands, we have the King of Pentacles upright. So the Two of Wands in reverse, King of Pentacles is upright. When the King of Pentacles is upright, it's about finances, because all the pentacles are about finances. Work is also something, security, because money gives you security. So paired with the Two of Wands, maybe it's saying like he's depending on her. Like, in this situation, I would give her the position of the King of Wands, and maybe he's depending on her. That's why she's delayed, because he's dependent upon her and maybe her finances, like, it's giving me those kind of vibes. Like, maybe it's too much support. The King of Pentacles with the Two of Wands. Sorry you guys, I'm in the car. But it's giving me like she's supporting him vibes, and it's kind of delaying her plans. Like, the Two of Wands is she's got plans that have been delayed by this King of Pentacles, which is him clutching to her coin. I feel like that's the vibe I'm getting. could be wrong. This is for entertainment purposes only. So, but I feel like I'm not. Like, honestly, it makes perfect sense to me. So she needs to let that dude go. Like, I know people get married not to get divorced, obviously, but hey, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Then paired with the Two of Pentacles, in reverse, we've got the Ten of Swords also in reverse. And that can mean that you're kind of unwilling to take the step to, do what you need to do. Or you're deceiving yourself, you could possibly be like stalling out of fear of what might happen, but doing stuff like that when you see it in reverse means you're probably going to make things worse. Like, nobody's stabbing you in the back, you're pretty much stabbing yourself in the back for no reason. Yeah, like, you're making excuses for what you're doing. So you're getting her having to balance her life with him, make money for him now and their child, their family. He's not doing it. And then you've got the sword in reverse, where, normally you're getting stabbed in the back, but she's stabbing herself in the back. Like, she knows she should let him go, but she doesn't want to, out of fear, which makes sense, because again, you don't marry somebody to get divorced. Like, I would imagine that she was kind of hoping that they would last, especially since it's somebody from her past, like, that knows her and stuff. So she's probably like, this can't be happening. Like, we're supposed to stick it out. So she wants to stick it out. She doesn't want to let it go, which is funny because the guy that I watch, I might link his video underneath it, because his video is more professional than mine and better than mine, but he was getting that vibe too. Like, she does not want to let go of that marriage because she feels like, they should be together. She can stick it out, but if I was her, I wouldn't stick it out. Then we've got the Four of Pentacles in reverse under the Five of Swords in reverse, and that normally in upright, you're like clinging to your money. Like, the person in the card is clinging to your money, because again, it's a financial card. The Pentacles itself is kind of like finances and things of that nature. So it's giving me like she's limiting herself, or possibly that, like, she needs to be clinging to her coins. She's got obstacles in her way right now. She needs to keep moving ahead. Don't cling to her old ideas. Like, don't be stuck on him. And also cling to your money. Like, so don't get stuck on old ideas, but maybe you should cling to your money. Don't be scared of the risk, And then you've got the Five of Swords in reverse. Like, you didn't really win the battle, or you won the battle, but you didn't win the war. So you need to watch out, Yeah, so to me, looking at it spread out, she wants to have this baby, but she probably shouldn't, honestly. It's like she wants to have a kid, she wants to move forward with her life, but she can't do that because she's taking care of him. She's trying to balance out all of this, and she knows she should let him go. She knows probably having a baby is not a good idea. Like, she's stabbing herself in the back completely. Like, if she has another baby, it'll be worse for her, She should probably let him go before having another baby. Like, it's what she wants, but it shouldn't be happening right now. Like, do 3 more cards. And I got the Five of Cups upright, the Lovers upright, and the Magician upright. So yeah, it's like self-deception. Sadness and sorrow. Like, she doesn't want to give him up, but she knows she has to. Like, but everything will be okay. This is the card where it's like, you had to do it. All the cups are down, but there are 2 still up. Like, you had to do it. You want to have this baby. You want to do what you need to do, but you can't because of him. You can't depend on him. So you need to let it go. With this, it's self-deception, trying to balance out her life for him, for love. But she needs to make the choice, because the Lover card also stands for choices, and I'm getting a few twos in here, which is giving me them two vibes. Like, he's the reason she can't. She doesn't want to really go ahead with it, but she does. Like, I feel like she does want to have a baby. The Magician card. With the Magician card, it's kind of like she needs to find her strength to let this situation go, and then you can have a baby. Like, maybe you need to find another lover. It's also giving me that type of vibe. Could be wrong. I could be wrong, but I just find it very interesting. Like, yeah, like pulling more cards. Like the Ten of Cups in reverse is a family card, but in reverse, it's like, no. Having to defend your ideas, and like, she's a strong woman, but not strong enough to be having an unhappy family for him. Like, that card is giving me unhappy family. Had an idea of a new beginning. The aces are beginnings, so it was like you had an idea, you're fighting for it, but it's not what you want. It's not worth it. Don't do it. Wait, find somebody else. Do a Sierra. Get you that to Russell. Get you one of those. Do a Sierra. So that's what I came up with. I would do my oracles, but I'm in the car. But I really wanted to do that. And I'll do like one question where I'm just gonna pull some random cards. I won't go too in depth on them. But is Kenneth Petty cheating on Nicki Minaj? This is all alleged, and I'm entertainment purposes, but I wanted to ask because somebody else was popping up. I wasn't seeing any threes popping up in this, but see, if a three popped up, it would have made me think of a baby, and it's not showing me that she's going to get pregnant, but it is showing me that she possibly, that could be what she wants. That was the question I asked, and the answers it was giving me are looking like, yeah, I want to do it, but I can't. Something's preventing me from doing it. So, let's see. Is Kenneth Petty cheating on Nicki Minaj? And then I might do one more question. I'm not sure, but is Kenneth Petty cheating on Nicki Minaj? Or has he cheated on Nicki Minaj? Has Kenneth Petty been cheating on Nicki Minaj? Has Kenneth Petty been cheating on Nicki Minaj? For that, I pulled the Knight of Wands. Everything is fine in reverse. Five of Pentacles upright. Hermit in reverse. Strength in reverse. And the Page of Swords in reverse. Got those. That's giving me a... If he is cheating on her, he's not showing it, and she's not listening. Like, because it's the Knight of Wands is I don't know why I said the Page of Wands, but the Knight of Wands upright is giving me the vibe that he's going out doing something, maybe not. So the Knight of Wands is giving me he's on a mission. He's on the go. He's got a plan, perhaps. He's going somewhere. maybe Nicki thinks he's being loyal. Then I got the Everything is Fine card, which comes with this particular tarot deck, which is, it's the Ten of Swords. You still have a Ten of Swords, but it's a different card in the deck. I could explain that if anybody wants to know, but you could probably find a video that does it too. And I was thinking about doing a review on this deck because I love this deck. But it's giving me that she's acting like everything is fine in this situation, perhaps. Like, you know, the person in the card is just like, oh, I'm on my phone. But maybe everything is not fine. The Strength card in reverse. You're not really paying attention to what you should be. You're not listening to your instincts, perhaps. This is the Need card, the Left Out in the Cold card. Like, maybe she knows he needs her. Maybe she feels like she needs him or they need each other. So if he is, she's ignoring it. Like, she's not listening to her instincts. Like, you know, she needs to probably be listening to her instincts, but she doesn't want to because she's maybe afraid to be alone. Like, that could be a possibility, that she's afraid to not be with him, because again, they just had a baby. And like, you don't marry, like, say, you don't marry somebody to get divorced. With that coming up with the she needs him card, I'm like, you know, maybe she does feel like she needs him, and I'm sure she feels like he needs her, because him trying to get this taken off of his record. If you really felt a way about a situation, you would have been got it taken off of your record. Like, you was out in the streets making money, still doing your thing. Like, you just won't making Nicki Minaj money, but you could have tried to do what you're doing now and you didn't. So for me, that speaks volumes personally, but whatever. With the Page of Swords upright at the end of it, again, she probably feels like she's having some kind of battle with herself, or like battling with the public for him, maybe battling with another female for him. Maybe she's feeling very secure in herself and in this relationship, but maybe she shouldn't be. You know, maybe she feels secure because she knows he needs her and she needs him. It's kind of the vibe I'm getting. And when I see this Everything is Fine in reverse, it's like everything is not fine and you're not listening to your instincts. I think that's what I'm getting. He's out here doing whatever, and she's like, man, you know, don't want to be by myself. I don't want to have to deal with the world by myself. I think she was tired of dealing with the world by herself. I feel like when she was with Young Money, it was like this whole big family thing. And then once she went out on her own, like, I feel like that family vibe went away, and she got that with him. You know, she got her savior with him, her loyal man, but really, you know, something's telling her, hey, he's not loyal, or maybe she knows and she's, like I said, ignoring it. Like, that's what I'm getting from those cards. This is all allegedly, but I just wanted to do it. When I heard the guy that I watch, I was like, oh, this is interesting. Like, I should try it with my cards. I should try it with my cards. Then I wanted to do a question, is Nicki Minaj and Kenneth Petty actually married? Because I watch someone, what's her YouTube channel? Ash Miracle, Ash T, it's something like that. She does tarot as well, and she's also like a entertainment blogger. But she was looking at the court documents and saw that, like, Nicki Minaj's last name was still Mirage on the paperwork. She's also a barb. She's just, I guess, a more realistic one, because, you know, she noticed that, like, in all the paperwork it says still Mirage. Like, it goes beyond her changing her, like, Twitter handle. It's like when the court documents come out, you look at them, it's not showing his last name, Petty. So she was thinking, like, maybe not. Then she also noticed she hadn't been wearing her rings, which would be a good thing if she's not married to him. Then she doesn't have to worry, but it'll just look bad, I guess. People will wonder, like, why would you even want to lie and say you were married to that guy? But Not my business. Just wanted to see what the cards had to say. So, is Nicki Minaj really married to Kenneth Petty? Is Nicki Minaj really married to Kenneth Petty? Is Nicki Minaj really married to Kenneth Petty? Okay. The actual Ten of Swords on the back of the deck. So I got the Lovers, making choices, two people together in love. But then with it, I got the Nine of Swords underneath it. So I'm like, that's interesting. Then I pulled the Magician card, which is giving me a little bit of a finesse vibe with the Nine of Cups. Like, yeah, you believed it. Like, it could be possible, because I'm like, the Nine of Cups is a happy vibe, and I feel like she would probably be happy, like, yeah, I'm not married to him, but you thought I was, type of thing. And then we've got the Ten of Cups in reverse. I always say this wrong, with the Hierophant. I definitely say it wrong, so my apologies if you know how to say it correctly. But, so with that, I'm getting the Lovers, the Magician is next to it, and then the Ten of Cups. So that's giving me like false family. Like, maybe they're not married. If they are married, maybe it won't last, because you've got that paired with the Magician and the Ten of Cups. So lovers that were coming together, but maybe not in a New York. Maybe they got married, but she had never turned in the paperwork. Like, that's kind of a vibe I might be getting from this. Like, maybe they did a ceremony, which people do that all the time. You can have a ceremony and just not sign the marriage license. If you don't sign your marriage license, at some point your marriage is null and void. Maybe she wanted to wait to sign it. Like, I don't know if anybody knows if there's like a certain time frame that you have to get that marriage license in, to where she's like, okay, I'm gonna give it some time, and if it don't look like it's going too well, then we're just not gonna sign it. Ooh, like, that's the vibe it's actually kind of giving me. Because the Lovers card is like working together, working with others for a joint purpose, you know, with possibly your partner, like romantic, you know. So that's interesting, you know, or coming together for professional matters. That's interesting. And yeah, I'm kind of thinking maybe they're not really married, or maybe, like I said, she didn't turn in that particular marriage license. That could be something. Like, because this card right here is giving me like maybe their relationship is based off of tradition or structure, or maybe they did it to feel traditional because they were living together. Like, you know, Nicki Minaj still might feel like, okay, I was with Meek, I was with this guy, you know, I want to have a baby. Like, at some point she made the decision to be like, she wanted to have a baby, and she didn't want to not be living, you know, she wanted to be married before she had a baby. I could see that being a thing. And so maybe they did the ceremony, but she was like, I'm not turning in this paperwork. Like, that would be good for her, though. I mean, people would be like, why'd you do that? But that would actually be pretty good for her, because it's like, you know, maybe she felt sorrow. Like, maybe she felt kind of like, you know, I want to be with him, so I need to have a plan. And that was her plan. She had a good idea. She's like, oh, I've got an idea. Like, that's the vibe this is giving me. Like, oh, I think I know what I could do. And there we go. You know, like, false family, for traditional purposes. Maybe, she's in love, but with the wrong person. It's causing her sorrow. But she's got a plan, right? And the false family is the plan. And it ain't turning out too well. The back of the cards, it's not turning out too good. So that's the vibe I'm getting. So that's pretty much the end of my video. Hopefully, you enjoyed it if you did watch it. Like I said, I'm new to tarot. Not too new, but new enough. And I'm definitely new to YouTube. So, try not to be too harsh. This is for entertainment purposes only. Everything is alleged.